Badtime story.
It doesn't make any sense.
And like, it's distributed by Troma, I'm almost tempted when I get a Troma film file to cut out that it says that it's a Troma film going in, because I think people then have assumptions about what kind of film it will be, and that isn't necessarily the case, because Troma is also just a distributor that sweeps up a bunch of shit. And so things made from the Troma studios or whatever have a certain quality to them, the ones that are actually made by Lloyd Kaufman and those kinds of films. But otherwise they'll pick up all kinds of, low budget shit, and sometimes Castaway shit. And sometimes I think Troma does a disservice to films in a way where it'll pick up some old forgotten film and try to market it in, as something that it's not really, and which will undermine your appreciation of it if you're expecting one thing and get another when you might like it more for being what it is, kind of thing. But this one was not made by Troma. This was a Kickstarter effort, and it was a puppet movie made with marionettes. And it was also only 72 minutes, somewhere around there, in that. And so that means Hologram Man must have been around an hour and 45 minutes then.
I believe that.
But that was like an hour and 45 minutes of all action, if that's the case.
Back to back.
Gutboy was really entertaining for me to watch, but I got to admit I didn't follow it. I was just looking at it scenically, and I thought that might not carry it for me when it first started. I thought after like 5-10 minutes, I was like, okay, it might be rough watching, even a little over an hour of this. But I got the feeling that the sets and everything, even though you could see very easily how they were constructed with low budget material, it was also very interesting to see it all constructed. There's these entire constructed environments, and some of them were done very well, and just to see how some of these things were pulled off in ways that the mechanics of it were very obvious, but just the ingenuity of it, I think, was really well done. Really just interesting visuals, and it was a musical, and I got to say, I don't remember any of the music. And I remember there were people in some of the shots who were, giants relative to the puppets and painted in gold. And I that's where I remember the music the most. But it was very well done puppetry and very well done motion, for marionettes, putting that all together. It was I thought it was entertaining, especially for a third film when I'm most likely going to be my least attentive to the script and the plot.
Let's all go to the lobby together.